Coronavirus latest, at a glance. A summary of the biggest developments in the global coronavirus outbreak. Who declares the outbreak a pandemic? The World Health Organization said the coronavirus outbreak had become sufficiently widespread to be declared a pandemic. Its Director General, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, said he did not want to use that word lightly or carelessly, and that the declaration would not change the organization's approach. But the shift in the language appeared to be an attempt to shock some countries into addressing what Tedros felt was a lack of resolve. Global death toll nears 4,400. According to the Johns Hopkins University Center for Systems Science and Engineering, which is mapping the outbreak, the total number of cases confirmed across the world so far has reached 121,564, of whom 4,373 have died and 66,239 have recovered. Italian death toll increases by nearly 200 in a day. The number of people who have died in Europe's worst affected country reached 827, an increase of 196 on yesterday's total. And the number of confirmed cases in Italy rose by more than 2,000, from 10,149 on Tuesday to 12,462 on Wednesday, according to a Reuters report. The UK government updated its travel advice, saying any citizens in Italy should return home if their travel is not necessary. UK sees 8th death. Advertisement. A 53-year-old British woman died in Bali, Indonesian authorities said. She was the 8th UK citizen to die after contracting the virus. The UK has 460 confirmed cases, including 4 more in Wales and the first instance of the virus being transmitted within the community in Scotland. On Wednesday morning, the Department of Health and Social Care said 27,476 people had been tested in the UK, of whom 27,020 were confirmed negative. UK Chancellor announced coronavirus funding. Delivering his first budget to the Commons on Wednesday, the UK's Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, pledged £30 billion in an attempt to protect the economy. Sunak said the outbreak would be temporary but costly for the UK. The Bank of England also cut interest rates in an emergency move to bolster the economy against the outbreak. Second UK MP enters isolation. After it was confirmed on Tuesday that the junior health minister, Nadine Dorries, had tested positive for the virus, the York MP Rachel Maskell said she had been advised to self-isolate following a meeting with Dorries last Thursday. Maskell said she was asymptomatic. One of Dorries' staff also tested positive, according to a Conservative Party source. Host of countries confirm first deaths. Sweden, Belgium and Bulgaria all confirmed deaths among sufferers, the first to occur in each of these countries. Ireland also reportedly declared its first. Belgium announced a death on Wednesday, then said 2 more people died shortly afterwards. Hungary reportedly declared a state of emergency, closing universities and banning large gatherings. Washington risks leaving it too late to act, U.S. official. Anthony Fauci, the top U.S. official on infectious disease, urged more aggressive preemptive action during testimony to the House Oversight Committee. If we don't do very serious mitigation now, what's going to happen is that we're going to be weeks behind, and the horse is going to be out of the barn, he said. Fauci suggested that a vaccine could be about 18 months away during his testimony. On the same day, states of emergency were declared in Michigan and Massachusetts, as the number of COVID-19 cases in the U.S. passed 1,000. Brexit talks thrown into doubt. There was uncertainty surrounding the round of negotiations due to take place in London next week, as Michael Gove told MPs that fresh concerns about the safety of the talks had been raised by EU officials. Huge increase in Iranian cases. Iran announced a record increase in cases to 9,000 as the country's death toll from the virus increased to 354. Friday prayers have been cancelled for the 3rd week in a row. Turkey confirmed its first case in Europe, Spain confirmed 2002 cases and 47 deaths, and Greece said it had seen 99 cases. The German Chancellor, Angela Merkel, warned that up to 70% of Germany's population could be infected if measures are not found to slow the outbreak. We're going beyond borders. Britain may be leaving the EU, but The Guardian remains committed to Europe, doubling down on the ideas and interests that we share. We are intensifying our reporting on every aspect of the continent, its people, its politics, institutions, economy and culture. Our independent, fact-based reporting will inform Britain about Europe, Europe about Britain, and Europeans about each other. These are testing times, and crises are not limited by national boundaries. But then neither are we. We will stay with you, delivering quality journalism so we can all make up our minds based on fact, not fiction. More people than ever in Hungary and across Europe, like you, are reading and supporting The Guardian's independent, investigative journalism. And unlike many news organizations, we made the choice to keep our reporting open for all, regardless of where they live or what they can afford to pay. The Guardian will engage with the most critical issues of our time, from the escalating climate emergency to widespread inequality to the influence of big tech on our lives. At a time when factual information is a necessity, we believe that each of us, around the world, deserves access to accurate reporting with integrity at its heart. Our editorial independence means we set our own agenda and voice our own opinions. Guardian journalism is free from commercial and political bias and not influenced by billionaire owners or shareholders. This means we can give a voice to those less heard, explore where others turn away, and rigorously challenge those in power. We hope you will consider supporting us today. We need your support to keep delivering quality journalism that's open and independent. Every reader contribution, however big or small, is so valuable. Support The Guardian from as little as €1 and it only takes a minute. Thank you.